Alexandria E here. So excited to welcome you guys back to my channel for my second video. Today's tutorial is going to be all about this look here. So this is kind of my everyday natural go-to look, but really more so a look that I'd love to be able to do if I had the time to do every morning as an everyday look. So I'm going to be doing this look with the Nubian palette from Juvia's Place. I've been wanting to try a palette from Juvia's Place for quite some time. I think this is one of the first ones that they ever came out with, but I've always kind of been eyeing the colors because they're like the perfect neutrals, really good shades for everyday wear, and that's why I wanted to get this palette for this look. Juvia's Place is also super affordable, which is something that I love. You can purchase this palette and all of their other palettes. They recently came out with a new palette, the Magic palette, and then they also have some blushes, and I'm obsessed with blush, so I'll definitely probably be getting that soon when it's back in stock. But you can get this Nubian palette. It was $28. It was actually on sale when I bought it for $25, and then I used a promo code from one of my favorite YouTubers, Time the Infamous, and I got a couple of extra dollars off as well. So including shipping, I think it was certainly under $30. I think it was like $25, $26 range. So very affordable for an eyeshadow palette, especially considering the fact that you get 12 shades. So I'm super excited to try this out. So stay tuned if you're interested in checking out how I achieved this look. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys a couple of swatches of some of the colors just so you can get an idea of the pigmentation. It is pretty darn good, I'll tell you that. So I sped up this part of the video because one of my biggest pet peeves is really long YouTube videos, and I know that no one wants to sit here and look at me swatch these colors all day. So I'm just going to give you an up-close look at 4 of the colors in the palette. You can see that they're really pigmented, so this is really a great palette, especially for the price. So I'm going to jump right in and get started on my brows. I'm going to use this brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills to brush out my brows. I'm brushing them up and outwards. And then, of course, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. I use the color dark brown to fill in my brows. So when I'm doing my brows, I start at the bottom of my brow and I go in and fill in the tail first. And then I come up and around and do the arch on each brow. I always start my makeup with my brows because 1, it takes me the longest of everything in my makeup routine, and then 2, I feel like I never want to go out of the house without my brows done, if at all possible. So always want to get started with your brows first. So after I fill in my brows, I go in with the LA Curl Pro Concealer in the color Medium Beige. And using this brush from Morphe, I just go in and clean up my brows to give them a really nice, clean, crisp, precise look. Next, I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow base primer. This one is from NYX Cosmetics in the color Skin Tone. So I'm just using this flat brush from Morphe to cover my lid with primer. This will help increase the longevity and the intensity of my eyeshadow. Now I'm going to start with the shadows. I started off with this transition color in the palette, but it was really sheer and I honestly didn't like it that much. So I went back in with my go-to transition color, which is Saddle from MAC. I use this color in pretty much every makeup look. So after I apply Saddle, I go in with this tapered brush from Morphe and apply a little bit of a reddish brown transition color from the palette into the crease as well, just going right below where I put the Saddle color from MAC and just blending those in together. So I blend these in really good together, and then I actually go back in with my blending brush from NYX Cosmetics back into MAC Saddle and just really blend those out. So afterwards, I go in with this dark brown color in my tapered brush from Morphe and apply that color right in the outer corner of my eyelids just to give me a little bit of a smokier look, but nothing too much for daytime wear. So after I apply the shadow in the outer corner, I go back in with my brush from NYX Cosmetics and really just blend everything out. That is the key to when you're doing your shadows, and really makeup in general. You have got to blend, honey, so make sure you blend everything out. So I'm going to take this champagne color from the palette, and using this brush from Urban Decay Cosmetics, I just packed the shadow on my lid. As I was doing this, I wasn't feeling the champagne color. I felt like it was a little too bright. So I went back in and applied the gold shimmery color from the palette on top of that, using my Fix Plus to give it a little bit of vibrancy. So I just wanted to tone down because it looked a little white. So took the gold, stuck that on top, and then once I was done packing that on my lid, I of course went back in with my blending brush from IT Cosmetics. After I apply eyeshadow, I always go in with a clean makeup remover wipe to wipe away any excess shadow, especially when I use shimmers, because I hate having glitter all over my face. So next I go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn. I just applied that under my under eyes to conceal any dark circles. In case you're wondering, I do not wear foundation, so that's why I went ahead and jumped right into my concealer. So I'm going to take this beauty sponge. This one is actually from Shop Miss A, and really just blend out my concealer. This is a really great beauty sponge, and it's only $1, so I highly recommend going to check out and see what they have on Shop Miss A. So next I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Beautiful Bronze. I use this color to contour, so I'm just going to blend this out with my beauty sponge so that I can be on fleek, honey. After I blend it out with my beauty sponge, I just go in with this brush from Morphe to really help blend out my nose contour. I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder to set my under eye concealer. So I'm just going to go in with this beauty sponge and apply it under my eyes. I'm not really into baking, so I let it sit for a little while, and shortly after I just brush away the excess powder and move on with the rest of my routine. Next, I'm going to apply my brush using this Morphe blush palette. I'm obsessed with this one color in this palette, obviously, as you can tell, because I've hit pan. So I'm just using this blush, applying it to the apples of my cheeks, trying not to go overboard with how much I love blush. Next, I take this highlight palette from NYX Cosmetics. Of course, my favorite color in the palette broke, so I'm really just using any little remnants left to apply to my cheekbones and the bridge of my nose. And then I go in with the NARS Albatross to really brighten that up and give it that oomph, because I mean, what's better than NARS Albatross? And another one of my favorite parts of the makeup routine is lashes. I love lashes. So I'm taking these wispy lashes. These are Cara eyelashes in number 415. These lashes are just $1. $1 at Shop Miss A. I get all of my lashes from shopmissa.com because they have really natural lashes. They're really great and obviously affordable. So I just apply my lashes and kind of let those dry. Then I apply my eyeliner. So I'm using the Maybelline Eye Studio eyeliner. This is their gel liner, and I take this brush that I got from the beauty supply store. It's Ruby Kisses brand to apply my eyeliner. So I want to get as close to the lash line as possible to keep my lashes looking really natural. Mascara time. So before I apply my mascara, I go in with this primer. This is from MAC Cosmetics. This is their False Lash Maximizer. I absolutely love this product, and it really helps to make your lashes look really full. So the mascara I'm using in this video is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Fusion. I really don't have a favorite mascara. For me, the primer is key to making your lashes look really great. So I kind of play around with a lot of different ones, with probably the ones from MAC Cosmetics being my favorite. So next I'm going to go in with this NYX lip pencil. This is in the color brown. I'm going to fill in my lips, and I'm going to be applying the Kylie Cosmetics Cocoa Collection matte lipstick. This is in Bunny. I reviewed the Cocoa Collection in my last video, so if you're interested in seeing a try on those colors, go check it out. But I'm just going to apply Bunny here and wait for it to dry a little bit after its initial application. So while I'm waiting on my liquid lipstick to dry, of course I'm probably strolling through Instagram, gotta take a couple selfies, you know, do it for the gram. I wasn't really feeling bunny on its own. I was wanting something a little bit more glossy, so I went in with Sugar Plum, that's also in the Cocoa collection by Kylie Cosmetics, and finish off the look. Then I take my Fix Plus and I'm all done. So this is the final look. It is very natural, very nudie, and perfect for everyday wear. Well, that concludes my no makeup everyday routine tutorial. I hope you enjoy. Please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe down below. I will check you guys out in my next video.